딸기 cross. Hi, my name is Anna and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton and I am a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with a very special comeback reaction. It's probably going to leave us very confused again. But we're still excited. We're going to watch more Dreamcatcher.
So, Dreamcatcher released a comeback today called Odd Eye. This is the final installment of their Dystopia series. The first two were Scream and Boca, both of which we have watched before on this channel. We know we're still in the middle of reacting to their Nightmare series, but like, this is a different one that we are caught up on, so it's okay.
Also, it's exciting because it will be our first time reacting to a Dreamcatcher comeback with all 7 members, because Handong is back and she was not in Boca. Or in Scream, but we didn't react to that. That wasn't a comeback.
This is our second comeback reaction.
Yes.
Also, since this is a Dreamcatcher reaction, we have to do our research beforehand. So we saw fan theories that were like, oh, Scream is see no evil.
See no evil.
Boca is speak no evil. So people think Odd Eye is going to be hear no evil. But I don't know. We thought that it would be more like Boca, speak no evil, Scream is hear no evil, and Odd Eye would be see no evil because it's called Eye. But we'll see when we watch the video, so let's go.
Let's go. It's the weird chair, like a face mask. But it's like the mask that the person wore in the other ones, because it was definitely in Boca. I think it was also in Scream. Oh.
The sound is so different.
I was gonna say the dancing's also like softer. Oh well, I take it back.
But it's still pretty different sound wise. It feels like they run into the chorus really quickly though.
Is the tree plugged up? Sorry.
I mean, we already knew it was gonna be like cyberpunk.
Yeah.
But what is the writing on her face?
See, it feels like this would definitely be see no evil. They're also covering your eyes a lot.
Oh. Oh, that harmony was cool.
All the trees dying.
That noise in the background though was just like
Barrel turn.
Oh. Not gonna lie, I had low-key had expected a modulation. It didn't happen, but I had kind of expected it.
I get it. I get what the song is about, I think.
Oh.
In the end.
Oh.
Oh. I wish that I could talk about the dance like fully, but honestly, their dances always have a lot of symbolism in them and a lot of like very intricate movements that have a lot of meaning. And so I don't want to try to analyze like the small portions you can see in the music video by themselves because they won't make sense. So instead of that, I'm going to talk about what I think the meaning is, and it will tie into a few of the things that you can see in the dance in the music videos. What I was taking from it when I was watching it and then also reading the lyrics afterwards is the idea that through media, like social media, television, basically just technology, there's this kind of like fake reality that's created that hides a lot of like evil, pain, corruption, that sort of thing. So that's kind of like the story that they're setting up. And then in the chorus, they're basically saying like, use your like odd eye, kind of like an inner eye, like see through that, like see the hidden meaning behind it. And like there's that one line where it's like covered in light, but so sorrow or something. So basically it's just talking about how like all of this cruelness of reality is covered in like all of these beautiful things that are shown through media and through like these online personas that we create on social media and that sort of thing. And if I'm right, that would be really interesting for a couple of reasons. Let me tell you some things that back this theory up. So one, I think it'd be interesting because I asked in the middle, I was like, is the tree plugged in? And I'm thinking about that tree that's been through the whole dystopia series as like a tree of life sort of thing. And I'm like, if it is about how reality is like being shaped by technology, that would be really interesting because the tree of life would literally be like plugged into this alternate like dystopian reality sort of thing. And it would literally be affecting like the entirety of the world. There's like how technology distorts like the air and like the world around them in a lot of the scenes. Like I know when Tami is rapping, she holds like a clear sort of like phone up to her eye and it like distorts her face on that side. And there's also this element to it of like we're kind of letting ourselves be deceived by this, because there's that part where Yoo-hyun is drinking out of the goblet and then like it looks beautiful. It's like this crystal goblet and then it flickers and you see like the black, like it's poisoning her. So literally what we're seeing is like destroying us. Like we are consuming it and we're letting it destroy us. And then that would be cool too. So tying into the dance quickly, I said like, oh, it's kind of like softer. Like it's not prettier, but it's got more of like that delicate feeling at the beginning. And then it kind of gets like harder in the chorus when they're urging you like see through this. And it's kind of how it's the sharper dance is underneath that like soft facade that's being shown. And so that would tie into the dance too. And then my last comment that's strictly dance, the barrel turn into the final chorus. It's the jump turn that they do and they kind of like stomp the ground at the end of it. Barrel turns are very like decisive movements and it's kind of like slamming into something or like maybe coming to terms with reality like they're urging you to do. So basically that's my theory. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I hope I'm not. Hannah's turn.
Okay, so for my comments, I guess I just want to clarify a few things first before going in chronological order. When I said that this feels like it's the furthest they've strayed, like in terms of their sound, from the more like metal, rock, punk sound that they have at their core, I kind of stand by that and I kind of don't. It's not that they've strayed the furthest from it, but I think that with the other like branch of music that they've incorporated and mixed with their core sound, there's the like least amount of jarring contrast. Although in the beginning, I was just thinking about it when you said that they're dancing a little more softly, is kind of like that. Like it's softer when you're like falling into it. And also, especially in the first verse, there are these higher synth lines that are playing that you can hear faintly, but they have like a really intense like reverb echo effect on it. So it feels like your head is in the clouds. So like during the verses when you were saying like, oh, it's like your eyes are being veiled, like you're only seeing through this like lens and like what technology, like what it's showing you. And then it's unveiled and they're like urging you to like break from that in the chorus. And the chorus is when the electric guitar is playing and they like go back to their more core. In one of my notes, I was saying that the chorus sounds kind of like an anthem. Not only are they like having a more intense, harder sound with the electric guitar, but they do that cool thing again that I think they've done before in like a few of their other songs. The electric guitar is playing its own line, but then it'll suddenly converge with the melody that's being sung, so they're both doing the same line, and that like implies a group chant moment, which is like anthems. I guess I want to call it the tones of the electric and their voices. They blend together really well. so it doesn't sound like as separate. Just to explain a couple of other things, the bridge, while it feels less intense, there's still a lot of layers, obviously like the background vocals and harmonies. I also mentioned the sort of like drilling line, the electric drilling line that's like, you know, when you get like the alerts on your phone and it just does that buzzing noise? It sounds kind of like that, which would be really interesting interpretation for this song. And then also in the background, there's like this higher synth line playing that's doing leaps. Da, da, da. I don't remember the pitches, but it's like da, 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 da. Last thing I want to clarify is when I said I had kind of expected a modulation, not that I'm upset that there wasn't one, like they did not need a modulation for this song, but the reason I had kind of been expecting it is because after the bridge, they have that whole like wind up moment with the synth that doesn't really seem to have a pitch for a pretty long time. That's a method that songs can use before modulation, so it doesn't feel as jarring when you like go up half a step in key. Overall, I like this one. So then TLDR for this reaction is Dreamcatcher is back with the last installment of their series, and they have really in-depth storylines with a lot of symbolism, a lot of meaning that we're trying to understand. Hopefully we got some parts of it right, because it's like the music video and the styling combined with the lyrics combined with the music, like everything ties together. So hopefully we got, and oh, I didn't even say the dance, and the dance, but hopefully we got some of it right. Let us know in the comments below also what your interpretations of it are too. Yeah, we'd love to hear.
Yeah. With that being said, if you enjoyed this reaction video, if you're also loving this comeback by Dreamcatcher, then please leave a like, comment, subscribe, ding, turn on your notification bell.
Dude, I don't know.
And bye.